here testing the new 44-inch Baja Boss from Mickey Thompson up here at Trail Hero in Sand Hollow, Utah. So Thursday out here at Trail Hero is kind of always the Yukon run on John's trail.
We got there and there was already 40 Jeeps in front of my car. Like I was like, well, I'm in the back of this one, you know? And they just kept coming and kept coming. And I was like mid-pack. I don't know what the end count was.
When someone came over to us, they said, you're number 65. We need you to help spot the next 15 vehicles after you, and then that driver will take the rest.
If you're into wheeling at events, 25 is usually a big number to work with in a single line. You know, hats off to Yukon for taking the time to actually think that one through, break us up a little bit. It really seemed like they were prepared in that sense to deal with that much traffic.
I've done John's before. It's a fun trail, you know, you kind of start getting into some of the obstacles and climbs, and they kind of like let the group kind of separate into these little pods. They did a good job managing that and breaking that up.
It's somewhat of a technical trail, but a lot of the obstacles are really spread out. So it gives you a good chance to get some scenery, get some sun, get some fresh air.
So I run a Baja Pro X and I love the sticky. They're snappy, they bite, they just grab and go. And I really like to rely on my gears and the compound of my tires. So that is so important and so vital to how I off-road.
Take the real drive, guys.
Above that is this insane hill of death. And you don't realize how big this hill is.
Have at it. I don't know that I want anything to do with that thing. It looks sketchy. He gets up to the thing and he gets right to where you wouldn't want to get stuck or stop. It's really not a good place. And he goes right to that and starts chirping and chopping, and it's like, oh wow, that's a bad spot, and so there's no way to back him off because he had this big boulder behind him. So we got Cam up there. He came around. He was the hero.
I went around up to the top of the hill. We put a safety line on him. I don't think I really even had to winch him. I think it was just kind of more for safety. Yeah, that guy was definitely giving it no mercy. I mean, he was going for it. He got sideways. He went to the drivers too hard, and he got crossed up sideways. So, yeah, ran back up there again, hooked a winch line on him, and gave him some support getting up.
So Kelsey goes up in typical Heck fashion. She goes up and she becomes a bumper car in this canyon.
That did it.
But I feel like it gave her a little more symmetry in her life because her passenger taillight was already broken and the driver's side one was really nice. It was really pristine and pretty, but it's just there, there's no symmetry there.
I was straight into my bed, straight into my taillight, just smoked my bed and taillight, but I mean, it is what it is. We'll bend it out and put a new taillight in and keep partying.
And Nick wanted to give it one more shot, and he gave it that shot.
So after watching her beat the hell out of her rig for a good 15 minutes, I was like, I'm gonna be a complete dick if I don't go try this again. So I buckle up and I run up this obstacle, and the only way I'm gonna make this thing is with RPMs at this point, because I'm not gonna crawl. This is something I've never had. The response to throttle with these 44s compared to a 46 was instantaneous. Hats off to Mickey Thompson for developing this tire. I think you're gonna make a lot of people happy. I think this week proved how nimble this thing is when it doesn't have 100 inches of wheelbase and 80 inches of 1,500 pounds of tires to move through things.
So we hit a lot of all the kind of hard trails. We hit like 9s and ups. We were on Chain Reaction, Arrowhead, Joint Effort, Nasty Half, just having a hoot. So Sand Hollow is grippy rocks and V-notches and crazy lines. It is easily my favorite park in probably the country that I've been to so far. I love the way my tires grab. I love coming out here and like really pushing my truck as hard as I can, and then getting real bound up and getting through stuff that, you know, I can't believe I get through. Yeah, I've run Toy enough for quite a few times. It's definitely one of my favorites down here at Sand Hollow. It's, you know, it's pretty mellow, but you could make it really hard. It's a 9, but there's a lot of hard obstacles that you could take to make it just a little bit more fun. Or if you're just trying to take like an easy day, you can kind of just dink around and get through it. But there's still some challenging spots regardless. I suppose that easy is a relative term.
What was that?
Was your suck down sucking in?
Yeah.
Yeah, you broke it.
Dang it! Oh, it probably got stuck. That's all it needed.
We're hitting our first night run. Baja Designs came out to Trail Hero with Best Top in huge fashion out here at the event, and they are running Milt's Mile. It's a trail that we have never ran.
yeah, we wheel into the night every night. So when we're on vacations like this or off-road trips, if the park's open at night, we're probably going to be hitting a night run. It's just a little bit funner, a little bit more laid back. There's, you know, everybody just has a really great time. So that was a great run. I feel like we were moving through it really well. Milt's Mile is a 7, and so it's not like super crazy, super hard, super technical, but there's some definitely really cool, fun lines in there.
And so on the Reaper, for lighting up the night, I've got a 50-inch S8 light bar on the top, a 12-inch amber S8 on the bottom for my dust, and then I've got Squadron Pros as my A-pillar lights.
So there's like a hard right turn right there, or there's like 2 walls that kind of come in and like pinch you a little bit. So I just stayed super high driver and I put my whole door and cage into one side and just pulled myself through. It was pretty rowdy, and then got on the other side and just went right out.
Good time?
I'm having too good of a time, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. Nice. He's got a hood.
So Trail Hero 2022, like all the years before it, has been an amazing week. For the most part, I spent a week with my friends. I get a chance to reconnect with people that I haven't seen in a year, hit the trails, put old Bombshell to the test out those Baja Boss MTs, test out that seat just like I love to every single time, that PRP Comp Elite seat, and have a blast. The weather couldn't be better, the trails couldn't be more perfect, and it's always just a well-run event. There's nothing more to really say about it. It's great times with good people and amazing wheeling.
This was a great Trail Hero. Anytime I can load my truck up on the trailer and not have an issue, and it's intact, it's running good, all I need to do when I get home is my valve cover gaskets and an oil change, it's a really great week.